a long time, and I'm getting some messages on my phone about this. So, first and anything, I just want to say I'm sorry for all the hiccups. So, okay, here we go. And I don't even know how can I see your messages. I hope I can see them here. I haven't done many live videos. I didn't even announce anything. So I don't even know how many of you are gonna get notifications that I'm live. But I'm just gonna go with it. And if you have any suggestions on doing this, please let me know. Okay, let me see. Alrighty. So one of the main reasons I wanted to do this is kind of twofold, if you will. First one is because it takes me a long time to edit, make a video, edit it, and all that stuff. And yeah, it may look perfect. Like I can remove all my ups and all that stuff, but that adds too much of my time that I don't have between school and everything. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about gear. Okay, and I'm talking about general, not only gear, but how what I wear to go to the range. And you may think that that's not a big deal, but I do pay attention to those things for several reasons. Not only for what is ideal for shooting, which is a very good reason to have the right gear and in your outfit, if you want to call it that way, but also for health. Okay, and when it comes to pants, you know, your bottoms, I normally use leggings that have loops. I like the flexibility. I also use some tactical pants. So that kind of goes all across for everybody, not a big deal. But one thing, everybody kind of makes fun, I guess, fun of me, because I wear long sleeve regardless of the weather. So it could be 95 degrees and I'm wearing long sleeve. And people's like, why would you do that, right? But again, coming from Florida, because I lived so many years in Florida, you learn, especially being in the water or fishing, that you want to protect your skin. We spend so much time under the sun. We spend in a match, could start at 9 a.m. and we don't finish until, 2:30, 3 p.m., sometimes even longer. So I want to show you some you can get very breathable long sleeve shirt. This is a great shirt. I really like it, and I use it under my jersey. Okay, you can get something like this. Unfortunately, you cannot see. I can see it because of the light, how see-through it is. So try to find a very lightweight and preferably that can protect you against the sun, your skin long sleeve shirt that you can use just alone or under your jersey if you have a jersey. I cannot tell you how many people already know in the farms industry who have skin cancer. Okay, so that's a very good reason why you want to protect your skin. I have even, and this may sound like crazy, but I have even incorporated gloves when I'm not shooting, like when I'm pasting and everything, because between shooters, there may be a good 40 minutes of wait being in the sun, pasting, because everything happens all the time. Oh, resetting a stage. Oh, we have to do a reshoot. You need to go to the changing, the safe table to check your gun, whatever. The next thing, and this video is gonna go kind of quick, somewhat. I'm not gonna probably 15 minutes, so you guys know, because I have to go and pick up my son. Now the next one, I want to talk to you about belts. Okay, this is actually my husband's belt, and this belt is kind of stiff. There are different type of belts like this, as you can see. It has an inner belt, right, that you put under your belt loops, and then the outer belt that you put around it. There are different type of mag pouches. I always recommend using single mag pouches that you can adjust according to the discipline, and they can go in different disciplines too. You can use the same mag pouches for production, carry optics, whether you do USPSA or whether you do IDPA. But one thing for those women who are watching me, or the guys who are thin, or a guy who has a wife and has not found a good belt for them, I would recommend a different belt. The thing with this type of belts for me is that they are so stiff that when I put it on, I get gaps in between. And I cannot get the belt to stick perfectly around my waist. So the one belt I recommend that I really like is this one right here. It's like a link belt, and you buy each individual link and you make it the length that you want to, and you adapt it to whatever you want. Now, believe it or not, I didn't know about this, and this has been great. This is like a ratchet, so I can adapt it to my waist. Sometimes it depends, women's wear different, our clothes are different. Sometimes our pants are a little bit higher or lower, and that changes the way I'm going to wear my belt. My holster is made by Red Hill Tactical. I'm not sponsored by them. This is the second holster I use, made by them, and I just buy them because I really like them. These holsters are very sturdy, well made. I travel, I put this whole gear in the suitcase, gets smushed, and I mean, the holster is just perfect, fine. But I also get this little lever here, which helps me lock the holster, or I would say lock the gun in the holster. So I can unlock and unlock the gun, and that gives me that extra sense of security when I am, checking around the stages. If I have to go prone position, which is not often, but it happens. Or if I want to run, if I want to sprint and see how the ground feels, right? Sometimes if the ground is too loose, I have to be more careful. So I want to kind of taste those things. I do have a magnet. I always keep it in there. I don't do much with it. Sometimes I use it, most of the time I don't. But it's better to have it when you have those stages when you have all the magazines somewhere else than in your belt. And these are Blade Tech standard, nothing fancy. I guess the only fancy thing, if you will, would be the belt. I have had these mag pouches with me for the last, I don't know, probably 7-8 years. And they work. And I am like that. If it works and it's fine, I'll just keep using them, right? I don't just buy stuff just to buy. That's not me. So if I'm telling you what I get, this is what I got. Oh, and a very important, very, very important accessory is this one. It's a drop-down adapter. It's called the BOSS, BOSS adapter. And it's great. You can adapt, you can change, as you can see, the angle. The only thing that happened to me the first time I got it, I was so excited. And I was like, okay, ready to go. And then a good friend of mine, still a good friend, but she's an RO. And I commend her for being so, straightforward and doing what she's supposed to do. She looked at my gun and she said, I don't think that's going to pass. I'm like, what? And she's like, nope, that's not going to pass. She put the RO card between my belt and my gun, and there was too much. There was a lot of a gap. And I needed to put the gun closer to me. And I was like, oh my God. I mean, I'm talking about 5 minutes before, or 10 minutes. It was something like that, crazy, that I was just running. And of course, everybody started helping me. And somebody in the range who was there, one of the ROs, said, Gabby, come here. And what he did, as you can see, it's kind of canted here. So he grabbed one of these washers, this washer right here, and he filed it. He removed material from there, and until we got the position that we wanted. And, he put it back on, and I was good to go. So I'm just saying this just because it could happen to you. So make sure that it's good for you, because it was not for me. So we just adapted in that way. When it comes to shoes, some people like obviously different type of shoes. These are my kind of shoes, boots, whatever you want to call them. And I just like something with traction. I like high that protects my my ankles, just because there's so many things around the range, nails. I mean, they're supposed to be down, but sometimes they don't. There's so many metals around there that are kind of on ground level, your foot level. Not everything is perfect, and that's why I like boots, or I don't know, shoes like this, especially for shooting. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys. Let me know if you have comments. I'm gonna try to make more of these live videos more often. I'll probably in the next one, I'll talk to you about my reloads, what reloads I use, what ammunition I use. And but if you have any comments or topics that you want me to talk about, put it on the comments. Also, I don't know if you know, I'm doing my master's in sports and performance psychology. So maybe that's why many of you have noticed that my videos are more into the mental performance. And I like that. And I guarantee you, most people need it. I need it. Every time I go to the range, I have to remind myself what I need to do to perform, to calm your nerves, to how to train, how to process the information you get. Sometimes you go and you see something like, a long target, and our memory, right, comes back, and you say, man, last time I made that shot, or I went to a match and tried to shoot a target that far, I failed, right? And that's something that those memories come fast and aggressive, and if you don't know how to, I wouldn't say block them, because you don't want to block them, but if you don't know how to manage that, it could be detrimental. Okay, so I'll start talking more about that, because I think it's important. It's a way us in the community, in the farms industry, we can help each other. And obviously I will make another video about my pistol, what I shoot, and the other pistols that I have, so to give you a good idea of what I've done with my guns, what things I have put on. And I have another video where I talk exactly about my, the accessories and everything I put on my pistol. But it's different when we have this live, interaction. So John, thank you for messaging me. Oh, my first the first comment. And Load Smart, nice to see you back on YouTube, Gabby. Greetings from California. Yes, I was there in November giving classes, and I will be back there actually December, and I will be back there this December. So anyways, I hope you like it or not. I want you to make comments. Tell me, what can I do? I don't know if you guys can hear me well. So far, I guess I see that you guys can hear me well. And I'll see you next time. Now I have to go there and push end live video because I'm a one-woman show. Okay, how you do this? Oh my God, this is life. Okay.